Syria. But at the same time, we have to be careful. We've learned this lesson in Afghanistan when we gave weapons to one faction. They wound up actually coming back to haunt us. So selecting just the right groups that we would be helping, that's important, because we cannot make a mistake. Because the most important thing in any action we take in Syria is not how we get in, but whether or not at the end of the process we actually have a peaceful Syria, that we don't have a civil war breakout with multiple factions all going at each other's throats. And so each action has to be carefully calibrated to elicit a specific response. So material aid going in, yes. But to the extent that we're sending in military aid, we just have to make sure that it is not going to come back and bite us as the law of unintended consequences comes back to hurt us, as it has in many other regions of the world.
Go ahead, Mr. Gomez.
The conflict in Syria has been going on for a year and a half. There's been 80,000 people dead in Syria because of this. We have an opportunity here, Congressman, to take out Iran's best friend and ally. Now, our best friend and ally in the Middle East is obviously Israel, and we do everything we can to protect and defend them. And in Israel, it's safer if Assad falls, Iran is isolated, and the right rebel group goes in there that promotes peace and democracy throughout the region. Now, at a minimum, we should be doing a no-fly zone. I don't understand how you cannot think that we can't have a no-fly zone in Syria, because right now, we haven't done effectively anything in the year and a half. And look what happened in Egypt. You had the Muslim Brotherhood takeover, which is now putting at risk the cornerstone peace in the Middle East, which is between Egypt and Israel.
Well, let him respond to that.
And so when you have the wrong group take over and you're not aligned with them, that causes risk throughout to Israel and through the rest of the world.
Let him respond to that question.
Well, look, I supported Israel when it just attacked the missiles coming through Syria from Iran, heading for Hezbollah. They just did that last week, and I support their action. I think Israel is right to protect its own interests. Let's be honest. If Hezbollah put down its weapons, there would be peace. But if Israel put down theirs, there would be no more Israel. So we have to support Israel. We have to have their back. We have to make sure that we are protecting them. But anything that we do has to be done in conjunction with our allies. We have to have a concerted plan going in. And so even a no-fly zone requires all of our allies to understand that that's a first step towards a concerted effort to achieve a particular set of ends. And unfortunately, if it's done wrong, it could lead to military escalation on the ground that could pull in the United States of America.